Hey, what's good? What it do? KK coming through with another video for y'all.
Rain in the dark of night, even when the sun don't shine. You and me gon' be here, babe, 'cause we shine, we shine. Baby, you and I, baby, we gon' make it to the end of time. This loving is forever, you should know. But
Say hi!
I always love you 'cause it's you and I, ooh, baby, you and I, baby, we gon' be here to the end of time. This loving is forever, you should know by now. And I'ma always love you 'cause it's you and I, ooh, that we can run.
Hey guys, what's up? I hope y'all having a good day. Vlogtober, day 15. I'm in this thing because I started something and I'm gonna finish it. But today is really not a good day for me. Like I said, I started something, I'm gonna finish it. This is my positive peep video. I thought I was done crying. I didn't know I was gonna still be crying. It's just hard to pick up the camera right now. But anyway, y'all. Okay, yeah, so I just want to come get this video out the way, y'all. Today's my father's birthday. Today's my father's birthday. He would have been 61 years old. He passed away in a tragic way when I was 4 years old. And I've been wanting to do a story time video just to, you know, get it out there, share my story. Because, as you can see by the title, y'all, I still believe that some people think that my mother murdered my father. And I don't know, I think I've been living with that, holding on to that. And I just want to share my story because that 4-year-old little girl inside of me still hasn't told her story. But before we do that, I just want you guys, I don't have many pictures, I don't have many memories of my father. But this is him. This is like one of the only pictures that I have. That's why it's not so good quality. But I cherish it. Okay, so anyway, y'all, let me hurry up and get through this. So it's probably gonna be real quick because, like I said, I was 4 years old, but that's one of the first memories I have in life is death. And forgive me if I'm not looking at the camera. That's just, I guess, what I do to get myself together. I don't know, but I'll try to look. Okay, so I just remember one day, I don't even remember like just all the, you know, fancy stuff. I can't say, oh, I remember waking up that morning and everything was a beautiful day, because it wasn't. My memory starts off as my mother and father were fighting. I remember my father choking my mom in the house, and we were getting ready to leave. They were fighting over a car because he was an alcoholic. I didn't share that part. But my dad suffered from alcoholism. It's a disease as well as a decision, but the point is that he's my father, and that don't mean a damn thing to me. I just had to say that. But I don't have many memories. I don't have any memories of my mom being beat with black eyes and busted lips and none of that. So I just want to put that out there too. But on this particular day, back to the story, on this particular day, I do remember my father wrestling with her, trying to take the keys from her, and he was drunk. And she was telling him no, he should not be driving. And at the same time, she was telling me to go get in the car because, you know, she was wanting to leave. And so I ran outside. She followed me outside. He followed us outside. He was choking her again in the car. I remember her laying across the seat. It was a truck, a pickup truck with one seat. And she was laying across the seat and he had his hand around her neck. Maybe he was just holding her down, I don't know, because she was still talking. She wasn't struggling to breathe. But nonetheless, that's what was going on. And eventually, he took off walking. He had a battery in his hand to another car. He was drunk. I don't know. I was 4. I don't know what was going on, but this is what I remember. Small town in Louisiana, a long, lonely road. He was walking down this road. And he must have left a while before we did. I'm not sure, however, but he was a few miles down the road. And when we left in the truck, we had to pass him walking on the road. So my mom stopped and asked him if he wanted a ride wherever he was going. I don't know where he was going, but she asked him if he wanted a ride. He proceeded to try to reach into the truck and fight her again. And for a few minutes, I just remember being in the middle of the road with them fighting. I was in the truck, me and my mom was in the truck. My dad was going from side to side of the truck, just, you know, being drunk and belligerent and fussing and fighting with my mom, just trying to get what he wanted. And my mom, all she wanted was for him to not drive drunk. That's all. I remember this. My mom says I was 3, but when I do the math, I was 4. Nonetheless, I was too young to be trying to experience and process all this stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so my mom proceeded to, as my dad walked to the back of the truck, she proceeded to drive off. I was facing the front, so I can't tell you exactly what happened because I didn't see it. But I know my dad was in the back of the truck, and me and my mom both heard him scream. And when she looked in the rearview mirror, she turned around, and so did I, and we both saw him rolling into the ditch. At that moment, my mama stopped the car, backed up. I think she backed up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But at this point, I remember her like just panicking, jumping out the truck. She was just a hot ass mess. I just remember seeing my dad in the ditch, blood everywhere, all on the leaves. It was glass everywhere. I think it was just glass in the ditch. But this is just what I remember vividly. And he had that battery in his hand. And I remember seeing that too on the road. But that's the story of how my father died. My father was one of 12 children. I think he was the oldest son of 12. his family labeled my mother as a murderer on that day. They said she ran over him because I have the death certificate right here. His cause of death was a crush injury of the head, massive head and neck trauma. So because they had tire marks, and I really don't know. This is things that I've heard, was that there were tire marks on my dad's body, or skid marks from the road, or something like that. I don't know, but this is my story, and I'm telling it, and I'm sharing it in my way. But I do know that the facts right here says a crush injury of the head, massive head and neck trauma. Did I feel my mom roll over my dad? No, we didn't feel no bump in the car. None of that. He was in the back of the truck. She did not run over him. If she did, I'm here to say that I would not be taking up for her just because she's my mother. If she took my father's life, I would be holding her accountable, period, because I'm suffering, y'all. I have suffered. Let's say that. I think since I'm telling this story, I feel like I'm feeling a little better right now, but I suffered. I had to grow up without a father. And I start to realize that if I blame anybody, I really blame him. Because he could have put the bottle down. He's still my father, and I love him to pieces, love him to death. I wish he was here. But at the same time, alcoholism, y'all, is something real. If you suffer from alcoholism, especially if you have children, even if it's not alcoholism, y'all, just your health, anything. Like, we gotta be here, like, you gotta be there for your kids. It's a big void. It was a big void growing up without a father. But because of the tragic way that he died, I had to grow up missing one whole side of my family, which was his side. And I don't blame my mom for that, because she always told me that she wanted me to know his family. My mom took me to see my grandmother when she was alive, his mom. She took me a lot to see my grandmother and my grandfather, my mama and my papa. That's what we call it in Louisiana. Okay. But when I did get to see my dad's family, it was when my aunts who were married into the families with his brother's wives would come and get me from my mom because they thought she was a murderer. My dad's sisters, I don't really recall and remember them being around my mom. It wasn't happy times when they were around her. It was more like a bad co-parenting situation where you could tell it was drama, which forced my mom to have to warn me about certain things when I went with them. But I don't blame her for that at all, because I would be scared too. Anybody who don't like me don't like my children. But that's how my mom felt. You know, she would just tell me to just be careful. She was scared they would brainwash me against her. They never tried to, but I didn't go around them much. I really feel like that's a big part of my life that I missed out on. I feel like my children are missing out on knowing their family. It's no bad blood or nothing between us. Even though I do wonder if they think that I'm taking up and lying for my mom. I know one of my dad's brothers, when I was 16 years old, he did break down and told me exactly how he felt. And I don't know where we stand to this day. But if you happen to see this video, I want you to know I love you, I miss you. And I would love to have you in my life. And I really pray that all of you guys can let it go, because my mom didn't murder my father. She didn't. He killed himself with that bottle. That's it. That's the truth. It was his time to go. When he died, me and my mom died with him, and y'all have no clue what we went through. I grew up without a father. I lost out on a big ass family, a big one. Did y'all hear me? He was one of 12 children. I feel like me and my children are missing out. I'm putting this video up because right now I'm second guessing it. Because I don't want to start no shit, but it ain't nothing to start. I'm trying to end it. And I've been feeling, I know people, you guys, I don't know. Take it how you want to, take it how you will. I don't talk to dead people. I don't conjure up spirits or none of that, but my father wanted this to be done for a long time. That's all I can say. I know he did. He wanted it to be done. Something that needed to be done. And I'm the only link I feel that was there that knows really what happened. And nobody ever really asked me what happened. Everybody really kind of just told me, you know? Yeah, I was a kid, but children, you guys, children are very smart. Everything came together. Everything made sense. As I grew, as I got older, as I had to deal with all these missing links and answering questions, and I asked questions and I found answers and I put things together. You know? Everybody just told me what happened, so I figured that I would take this time to tell y'all what really happened. And all you can do is do what you will with this information. But I hope that it brings peace to myself, to my family. Hope it brings peace to my father's soul. I hope that he can now rest in peace, because I really don't feel he's been resting in peace at all. My dad don't want this. He wants his grandkids to know their families. Thank y'all for listening. I love y'all to pieces. And I feel better that I got to get my story out. And I thank y'all for listening. And I'll be back with more videos. So until next time, y'all, always be you, stay true to you, do what you do, baby. I'm out.